Over the weekend, I was having a discussion with a couple of the family members. We were talking about the money calendar. And they said, my son said, hey, with AI out there, can't that do the same thing as the money calendar? And I said, you know what? I want to ask that question. So you know what? I was curious if AI could give me the same information as the money calendar. And if so, what does that say about my proprietary software? So I asked various AI agents for seasonal buying patterns in March. And I asked it the same thing that I asked myself. Give me those 90% patterns. I need 10 years of data. And I didn't even ask it to do anything else than that. I said 90% bullish or bearish patterns, 10 bullish patterns only. I need a minimum of 10 years data. I'm looking for patterns that occur 90% or more. So here's the responses I got from ChatGPT, Grock, and FinChat. All right, these are the top ones that I follow. So first up, ChatGPT. What stocks are seasonally bullish for the month of March with at least a 90% accuracy going back a minimum of 10 years? Here's what ChatGPT said. Identifying stocks with a consistent bullish performance in March over the past decade can provide valuable insights for investors. While achieving a 90% success rate is rare, several stocks have demonstrated notable upward trends. And that doesn't work. Didn't give me any specifics. It just kind of threw something out there and said, I'll give you the rest of the story. It couldn't find anything that had 90% success rate. It couldn't. And it couldn't give me start dates and end dates, and it couldn't tell me what was strong and what was weak. Couldn't give me any of that. Now, I was a little worried about this next one, Grock, because Grock just came out with that new Grock 3 beta, which is supposed to be able to do everything. Same question. Here's Grock's answer. To identify stocks with seasonal bullish trends in March, specifically those that have risen 90% of the time in the last 10 years, we need to look at historical performance patterns. While I don't have access to a comprehensive database of every stock's monthly returns to calculate exact percentages in real time, I can lean on general seasonal trends, sector performance, and insights from available data to highlight likely candidates. And, I got to tell you, I was a little bit relieved because I was starting to think, wow, with all this AI out here, is there something that already has the answers that I have? Is there something out there that's been taking all this data and storing it the way I do, and has these answers? And then I decided to go, get off of general ChatGPT, get off of the new Grock. Let's go to the finance chat, the finance AI, which is FinChat. FinChat gives you a lot of interesting searches in the finance markets. I blew this up. Basically, on the search results, there are no specific list of stocks that are seasonally bullish in March 90% of the time in the last 10 years. The articles reviewed focus more on the broader market sectors, performance, and general market dynamics, rather than individual stocks with such specific seasonal patterns. Thank you, FinChat. In fact, thank you all, AI, because you know what AI is, folks? AI is basically a way of scraping public data. AI goes out and scrapes public data. It scrapes what everybody's putting out there for the public. My money calendar is not available to the public. I reserve it for a small group of people. And this is exactly why. Because the market is not some kumbaya thing where we can all come together and everybody on the planet make money. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. All right? We have to find inefficiency in the market. And we have to take advantage of inefficiency. And so by taking advantage of inefficiency, I keep this for myself and for you. And I don't put it out there for the entire public, because if I do, the inefficient becomes efficient and we don't have an edge. And so what the money calendar does is exactly what I ask it to do. Give me the bullish and bearish patterns with a minimum of 10 years data, a minimum of 90% accuracy, and then from there, I take that list and I sort it. Right? I look at end dates, and I look at accuracy, and I look at average return, and I look at the power meter. That's how I re-rank these things. And this is what I came up with coming into today. Wow, 8 out of the last 10 stocks, 8 out of the last 10 are bearish coming into the last week of February. Yikes. All right. I mean, this is good to know. This is good to know. We can take this information. I'm just going to take one stock. All right. Synapse, SYNA. That was a bearish performer. In fact, I believe the next 57 days, it's bearish. Now, when you see the red area here, that means that it went against us. That means if you're bearish, it went bullish. But look at the last 9 years in a row. Down, this is the stock, down 17.66%, down 3.5%, down 9.75%, down 20, down 15, down 8, down 35, 37, 14. Last year, down 14.37%. From today, going forward, the next 57 days. All right, let's take a look at the stock. Woo-hoo! You know, I like seasonality when we're leaning into trend. This trend does not look good. This is a stock that was $100 last summer. It's now trading in the low 70s. It gets below 68, 69. Looks like we're heading lower. So, I thought I would spend a little time and give you guys the answer to the question, AI versus the money calendar. The answer is there's no match.